Hello, everyone. Dr. Hassan Wahid here once again with a live session, and let me let me make sure that everyone attends. So please just give me a second. I am just sharing it right now. Okay, just as you know, my videos first 5 minutes are just waiting, right? You wait for the first 5 minutes. Okay, so just wait and give me a second. Let's see how many of you join. And please do comment and be ready with a pen and a paper. Today is a very important session. And what a wonderful weather today. What a wonderful weather. We have sunny weather and we have some kids playing out there. Okay, just stay tuned, be patient, and we will enjoy the outdoors environment and we will do a wonderful session. So let's begin. Let's see how many of you are there. And I think everyone should attend. Whoever is struggling with so many questions. Okay, and I'm waiting for all of you, and we'll start in next couple of minutes. So we're almost there. Okay, thank you for joining, thank you for coming. And please do type that you are here so I can talk with you. Hi, Adil. How are hi, Aditi. Aditi. Sorry, Aditi. Aditi. How are you? Thanks a lot. Thank you for coming and waiting for other students as well. Please do comment and be ready with a pen and a paper because this is going to be a very important session. We are going to discuss something about topic selection. I know this is something that many people are struggling, but let me tell you guys, it is the easiest thing and the most interesting thing. Thank you, Ahmed Hubble. Thank you, Aditi Sarkar and Mafaz Mansoor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mafaz. Okay. So we are all set. Okay, are you ready with your questions today? Let's see who brings up challenging questions. I want somebody to bring those challenging questions that I cannot even answer. You know why? Because then I go to the books, I study, and I grow. So remember, I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. That's why I'm a teacher. A teacher is actually a lifelong student who learns because of his students, because the students challenge him and they brings those questions that the teacher does not have the answer to. So I don't have all the answers. I never claim to be an all-knowing person. Remember, anyone who claims to be a person who knows everything is actually lying. It's impossible to know everything. Nobody knows everything. Hi Prakar, how are you? And please do join me and let's see what you guys have today for me. What questions, what challenging questions, what easy questions, what difficult questions you have. Okay, so tell me, guys, one by one. Okay, let's start with Aditi. Let's start with Aditi first. Aditi, any struggle, any problem with your paper? Where exactly are you with your paper? First, you tell me. And then we will talk to Ahmed Habel and then we'll talk to Mafas. I'm waiting for you to type. Tell me where exactly do you stand with your paper? How many articles should we collect regarding our research from each database? Very good question. No universal answer. It depends, remember, Hold on. So this is one of the best questions I feel somebody has asked after such a long time. I feel this is a very powerful question because usually people ask how many papers should I have, but nobody asks how many papers should I collect from each database. And this is a very powerful question. So now let's talk about this. Remember, for our students, for my students, I always want all of you. By the way, first of all, can you guys hear me clearly? Because I have some background noise, some kind of construction going on, and I have some kids playing on the side as well. So I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly. Okay, Anita, thank you for joining us. Anita, thank you. Chandani, thank you. Thank you. And Mafaz, be ready with your questions too. So let's talk about, yes, I'll talk about the introduction. Okay. Mazin, thank you. Thank you. And let's begin. Hopefully you are all are also subscribed to this channel as well. Keep learning more, keep learning about so many things that we will teach here on this channel as well. This is your channel. Okay, so let's begin. So Sheila, I saw your message, I'll get back to you, don't worry about it. Okay, I saw your WhatsApp message, I'll get back to you. Okay, so we start with Aditi's question, and a very powerful question. Let's begin. No more distractions. I got distracted with so many things. That how many articles should I collect from each database? So for my students, I want minimum 25 articles in whole paper altogether. But here you are working on a short paper, on a small paper. You don't want to write a long paper. Remember, the quality matters, quantity does not matter. Quality matters. So I want all of you to focus on the quality of your paper. 100 references is more than enough. Even a paper of 50 references is a humongous, is a big paper. So I want all of you to set a target like 25 to 100 is my length. That these are the total number of references I will have. Now, these 100 references, all of them can be found on one database, PubMed, by the way. Okay, but you want to search everything else too. So I would say 50 from PubMed, 10 from 20 from other databases, 20 20 20. That's fine. And but let me tell you one thing. It is also possible that you find 100 papers on PubMed on topic that you have selected, and other databases also show the same papers. It is also possible. So ultimately you end up with the same 100 papers, because Google Scholar has the same 100 papers, because one paper that is indexed on PubMed will also be indexed on other databases, right? Does it make sense? Any confusion about this? That if a paper is on PubMed, it will, and it's from a renowned journal, where will it be cited? It will be on Science Direct too, possible. If it's an Elsevier paper, right? It will be on Science Direct. It will be on Google Scholar. It will be on Web of Science. It will be on EBSCO. It will be on MSTO, EBSCO and Embase. Sorry. So it will be there, right? Hi, Sarah Wakar. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, and congratulations on enrolling. All the new admissions, congratulations on enrolling. And just guys, let's set a deadline first, okay? Before, so I think I have answered Aditi's question, but for all the new admissions, I'm giving you all a target. Remember, you are starting right now, right? End of last week of March. So when should you be able to finish your paper? 15th of May. Everyone, please write it down. That's the deadline. Everyone, I want everyone to finish their papers May 15th. That's our deadline. Not after that. Not after that. If you can do that before, that's wonderful, but not after that. Okay? So that's number one. Second thing we want to do is, second thing we want to do is that every classmate will meet with each other during the live student discussion sessions, so that you can justify the co-authorship. Guys, it is very, very important. Try to understand, you cannot co-author if you don't collaborate in each other's papers. It's unethical. You can be in serious trouble, and we don't want any of you to be in serious trouble. It could be destructive for your career if you do not collaborate and your name gets into a paper. I get so many offers from friends and colleagues to add my name in XYZ paper. I always said I want to work on that paper. Without it, I don't want to be added, because of two reasons. Number one is I feel low in self esteem if I get something for free. My confidence increases, my self esteem increases if I do something in some project. Secondly, I don't engage in anything unethical. So that's why it is important, mandatory for all of you to attend student discussion sessions. You will have, each group will have a group in charge, the group leader and a vice group leader, or and both of you, group leader and the vice group leader, you will have the responsibility. And this is a responsibility that is given to you to arrange the student discussion session and make sure everyone attends it. At least 6 out of 8 sessions are mandatory to attend, and you guys will record that session. That recording will serve as a proof that you guys collaborated in each other's papers. If you don't record it, then that it means that it didn't happen. And all the students will keep that recording on Google Drive. Your mentor will decide and announce the group leader and the vice group leader, and then the group leader and the vice group leader will announce when that will be given to you, this responsibility will be given to you. And then you guys will collaborate and meet with each other during live question answer session on any weekday, or you want to do that on the weekend, that's fine. Whatever time is the best for all of you, but you must try to make it to that session. You must attend the live sessions with your mentor on Zoom. That's also extremely important. Don't miss the live sessions on Zoom. So the mandatory classes for you is the Zoom classes on the weekend with your mentor. Write it down. The Zoom classes with your mentor on the weekend. Okay, the Zoom classes with the mentor on the weekends are the mandatory classes. And how many are you supposed to attend? The must attend? 6 out of 8 classes are mandatory. And group in charge, group leader, you will inform us about the attendance, keep the record. Okay, and secondly, the student discussion sessions are also mandatory. So these 2 sessions are mandatory. My live question answer sessions are optional. I highly recommend that you come to my sessions, but it will not, coming to my session will not affect your certificate and the letter of recommendation. Fourth sessions will be the statistics classes by Dr. Prasad. The statistics classes will be on Fridays, every other Friday. So make sure you attend that. I highly recommend, although it is not mandatory. And those who attend the statistics class will get an extra certificate. It is going to really, really help you in your future projects and future papers. Because we not only just want you to learn to write and publish, but we also want you to learn to do statistics, so that if your project has statistics involved, you will be able to handle it so easily. Okay, so now everyone understands, and you also download the app. Everyone has the app now. You will get the access of the course material on the app. So app has a lot of videos for you to watch, and you will also have some certificate gift courses from us. So I want all of you to watch those videos. If you go on the app, let me show you the app. Okay, so let me make things easier for you. I want to make sure everyone understands this. Where is my app? Okay, here is my app. Okay, so this is the app, right, Kajabi? Click on it, the app opens, and you will get these things. You will see these things, your library, and these many courses. These are certificate courses as a gift from us. For all of our students, we have given you these certificate short courses as a gift, because I want all of you to complete all of these paper courses, so that you can have more and more certificate courses on your CV to show. Okay, but do that after the training and during your free hours. Complete these certificate courses, and they are amazing courses. CV writing, personal statement, all of those things that you need for residency match, they are given to you free with this training. Now, this is the be a published author program. There will be one icon, be a published author program. It could be the first one, or it could be underneath here, depends. For me, it's now number one, because that's, I think I open it too often. You click on it, then you have two sections: how to study, and you have lessons. So how to study, I'm teaching you right now how to study. So now you know how to study. And this has the old video. I think I will replace it. So you click on it, and it will, once you click under this arrow, once you click on this arrow, you will see how to study for this course, a video, and the course notes and the curriculum. Download the course notes and curriculum. You have so many notes. You cannot study for this training program without downloading and printing out these lecture notes and ebooks. They are the course material that you must have. Okay, now going back to the curriculum, you click on curriculum and you download the curriculum. This is the curriculum. You should know what are you going to have in this program. This is the curriculum. Okay, because you have joined the best research training program in the world. Okay, so you have not just joined ordinary training. So that's why you also have an app. You also have so many other facilities that you will never find anywhere. Okay, now how to study. This section is done. Now the lessons. Now we have 175, how many videos? 175 videos, and I'm adding more videos there. I keep on adding more, and I will revise that. And these are the videos, the basic videos from first to 175. Watch all those videos and try to do that at your free time. If you watch 5 videos a day, you will be done in 30 days. And they are just short videos. So you will be able to learn a lot from those videos, because remember, we have designed this course in a way that no one source will be enough. That's the beauty of this course. What you will learn in my live sessions, you will not learn in the Zoom classes with your mentor. Many of the things that you will learn in your Zoom classes with your mentor, I will not discuss that. We want to keep these things separate. We don't want repetitions. The things you will learn in your statistics class, you will not learn in my class and your mentor's class. The things you will learn on the videos on the app, what you learn in the videos on the app, you will not learn many of the things during my sessions, Dr. Prasad sessions, and the mentor sessions. So this is the beauty of the program. That's why I would highly encourage and recommend to all of you to make sure that you all utilize all of these resources. What are the resources? Let's write it down. Everyone, can somebody type it down here so everyone knows what are the resources that you must use? Live Zoom classes with your mentor. Please write it down. Mafaz, can you please type it down? Maria, can you please write it down for everyone? The resources that you are supposed to use in this training program. And I'll come back to answer all the questions. I've seen so many questions. I'll answer those questions. Don't worry about it. Okay, so write it down. Number one, live Zoom classes with your mentor on the weekends. Number two, student discussion session. Student discussion session. That's a must requirement. That's a must attend session. My live question answer sessions. The statistics. the statistics classes, and everything that you have been given on the app. The videos, 170 plus videos on be a published author part of the app. So these 5 resources, and the sixth one is the lecture notes and the ebooks. Download them and read them so that you have no confusion and everything is clear. Okay, so now everyone knows how to study. And now remember, guys, so many people ask me this question: what are my chances that I will complete and finish my paper and publish my paper? Remember, it's about, it's not about whether you will do it or not. It's the simple answer is how responsible are you? Have your teachers, your friends, your classmates, your seniors, juniors have been telling you that you are a responsible person? If your teachers, classmates, seniors, juniors, anyone who knows you has been telling you since you were born, and even today, if they have been telling you that you are an irresponsible person, then the chances of your publication are really, really slim. But if your teachers, your friends, your classmates, seniors, juniors, uncles, relatives, anyone has been telling you for so long, and most people in your life have been telling you that, oh, my son, oh, my nephew, oh, my niece, oh, my daughter is extremely responsible, chances of your publication are really, really high. Now, the point is, how responsible are you? If you are 90% responsible in your daily tasks in your life, the chances of your publication are 90%, which is a big percentage. If you are 85% responsible, the chances of your publication are 85%, but 85% is still 85%, 15% no. So why can't you just change your life attitude forever starting today? Can you start saying this aloud, that I am 100% responsible for everything that happens in my life? I'll take responsibility for my USMLEs. I'll take responsibility for my residency match. I'll prepare for the interviews better than anyone else because I take absolute responsibility. You cannot blame the residency directors for not performing well in the interviews. You didn't perform well because you didn't practice enough. You thought it was a joke and you didn't practice enough. You know you have a sports final coming up. Let's say you are a sportsman. You know a World Cup is coming, right? World Cup football is coming this year. I don't know if because of COVID they have the World Cup or not, but I'm giving you an example of World Cup football. World Cup football, the soccer. When is the World Cup? Right, June, July usually, right? July will be the final, right? So all the teams have started preparing for that final right now, and the best teams have already started 6 months ago, and they have been preparing every single day. They have been preparing for the final match, the final game, every single day. And those who started earlier and they did that every day, they will reach the final. Whether it's Brazil, whether it's Germany, whether it's Argentina, whether it's Italy, whether it's France. Whoever started to practice earlier than everyone else and did the practice every day for a few hours without any break, they will reach the final, and the one who practiced more will win the final, right? So they knew it. Now, let's say final is in July and a team starts practicing in June. Will that team win? That team will not win. Impossible. They will not even reach the next round. Impossible. Same thing with residency interview. Your final is the interview. The interview is coming. How much time do you spend each day practicing residency interviews? Why are you wasting time? Can't you just give at least half an hour to practice interviews in front of a video Zoom recording? Just practice so that you can see yourself, and practice interview answering. Practice how would you look like when you sit in the interview? How would you dress? How would you talk? How would be your body language? That's how a responsible person is. So take responsibility of your match. Take responsibility of your life. Your life is in your hands. Take control of your life. Take control of the match. Take control of the residency match. Take control of your publication. If you take absolute responsibility, then you will get the 100% result. If you take 100% responsibility of your paper, the chances of your publication are 100%. Remember, the biggest reality of life is that everything we have because of the person we are. If we want more, we want to become more. And people who fail, people who don't succeed in their life, they are irresponsible people. The only explanation for people who fail in their lives all the time is that they don't take responsibility. They are irresponsible people. So you got to learn to take responsibility. And how do you recognize a responsible person who says that I take responsibility and I take action, I will take the charge and I will make sure it happens? Irresponsible person is who leaves everything on luck and prayers. Oh God, please help me. Have you worked really hard? God will ask you. Have you worked really hard that you are asking me to help you? I'll help that person who has been helping for so long. He will be helping himself for so long. He has been working hard for so long. My blessings will be for that person. I will make the interview easier for him. I will make the USMLE exam easier for him. I will change the heart of the residency director when he sits in front of this candidate, and the residency directors will start to like this person. That's what I will do because he was working hard. That's what God will say. God will not listen to your prayers if you just keep praying and don't practice. Consider it as a sports. Your match process is like a sports game. You have to practice. If you're not practicing, you're not an athlete. Practice residency interviews. Practice, practice, and take responsibility. Complete your paper. Complete your paper. If you don't complete your paper, chances of your match will be slim. If you don't, if you don't complete your paper, the number of interview calls you will get will reduce. The the number of interview calls that you get for residency are directly proportional to the number of publications. We have seen over the years, we have been doing this for so many years, and IMGs have been joining our training program, right? So I'm telling you with experience, guys, the number of interview calls is directly proportional to the number of interview calls is directly proportional to what? The number of publications. Maybe just give a number. One publication is equal to one interview. So when you know something, and it's not like I'm telling you this for the first time, everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. When you know that your decision of getting interview calls is dependent upon publications, then why are you not taking it seriously? Because most people are irresponsible. Only few people take responsibility of their lives. Only few people take responsibility of their career. Rest will blame. There will be somebody who will, they will be saying bad things about CIBNP. That, oh, CIBNP training was not worth it. Oh, they were pathetic. Guys, we have given you live classes, and you will have the recordings of the live classes. You have the lecture notes, you have the ebooks, you have the exercise book. You know that you have an exercise book. Complete that. You have hundreds and hundreds of video material. You have my live question answer sessions. You have statistics classes. You have student discussion sessions. You have so many things. There's nothing else left that could have been given in any training program. We have given you every single thing. Now, we have taken care of everything from our side. We have taken responsibility. Now, the question is, have you taken responsibility? Now, if you don't complete your paper, you don't become a published author after having these many facilities, these many things that we have given to you, then who is responsible? Who is responsible? When under the same circumstances with the same training, so many people publish their papers and they became successful, they match, while some don't and they don't complete their papers. Who is responsible? Who is responsible if you don't complete your paper? You are responsible. If you don't pass USMLEs, who is responsible? You are responsible. You messed up. Accept the reality that you messed up. And accept the reality that you have messed up so far. You should have already had publications by now. People start getting publications in the second year, third year, first year of medical school. You should accept this reality that I have messed up. I should already have 5 to 10 publications. I don't have it. Where did I waste time? I'll tell you where you wasted your time. You were sitting in the college university canteen, cafeteria, gossiping, laughing, making fun of each other, wasting time, talking, gossiping, and politics against each other, clinical group issues. Oh, I don't want to be in this group. I don't want to be in this clinical group. Oh, I want to be with my friends, my lovely friends. That's what you were doing. That's why you don't have publications. Accept the reality. Accept the reality that you have messed up. And now you don't have time left. You must get a publication before September 15th. Unless you see the mirror and accept the reality that you have messed up, you should already have some publications by now. Now you don't have it. So you have messed up. So accept the reality. You wasted enough time in clinical group politics. Remember that, guys? Every medical college, every medical university has this. When the clinical group time comes in, suddenly everyone becomes enemy. Suddenly, in our university, when the clinical groups time started, all the friends they turn out to be enemies. All the enemies they turn out to be friends. Strange situation. I went to the university and I saw a strange environment. Oh, clinical groups. Oh, I don't want to be in this group. I don't want. Oh, I like these people. Oh, I always was I was spending time with these people, but I don't like them. I like them. Strange issues, and wasting months and months on this kind of fights, arguments. Oh, I don't want to be in your group. I don't want to be in that group. I want to be in this group. Wasted 2 3 months in that kind of argument. They could have written a paper, but they were so short-sighted. They were not looking at the future, and now future is here already. Everyone graduated. All those arguments are useless now. You all have gone scattered now on your life and your journey, and those friends who you are fighting for will not come and feed you, will not give money in your bank account, will not feed your kids, will not feed your family. Now you have to do it on your own. The friends who you were fighting for, the friends who you were arguing for, where are they? They're gone. The first year groups you made, you was doing parties, night parties, and partying in the name of combined studies. I know everything, guys. I have graduated as a medical doctor. I know everything. Combined studies is not combined studies, it's combined fun. We know this. So I regretted when I graduated that I wasted so much of my life. I wasted so much of my time. People were taking classes. We guys, we were playing sports outside. We wasted so much of our time. I wasted so much of my life. I don't want you guys to do the same mistakes again that I did. And not going to clinical wards all the time, sneaking out, going to a restaurant, having fun, eating, having fun, buying tickets to go to a concert, buying tickets to go to a sports game, wasting our time, wasting our energy. And in the end, we graduated with no publications. And we saw that the top students, they already had publications, and some of them had already passed the USMLEs. That's how responsible people are. They already take the exams, they pass it, they get great scores, and they get publications. And now whatever happened has happened, but accept the reality that you have messed up. You should have already had publications by now. Why don't you have publications by now? Now the point is, should you get depressed that, oh, I don't have publications now and many people already have? No. Now you have an opportunity. At least now you realize. So at least now you have the time to turn the tables around. Okay, so that's the thing I'm talking about. That's the meta-analysis 1 month, right? You're talking about. Because what you learn here, you don't learn anywhere. That's the thing. And you will find out during the training. And your friends have already told you, if your friends were our students, that what you learn here, you don't learn anywhere. The lessons you will learn, the life lessons you will learn, you will never learn anywhere. So I'm telling you with experience, guys, now it's time that nothing is lost. You still have 6 months. You still have less than 6 months now to get enough publications and get equal number of publications to that person who had some publications during medical school, the top candidate. They had like 4 or 5 publications. You can have 7, 8, 9, 10 publications. You can beat that person. You still have 5.5 months, but you have to take responsibility. You have to be absolutely responsible for your career. You have to be absolutely responsible for your career. You have to be absolutely responsible for your life. Don't make the same mistakes you made in your medical school, medical university. You were young, you were kids, that time is gone. Now you have to take responsibility. It's your time to make money, to earn, have a life, have a living. And instead of asking money from parents and relatives, it's your time to help people. People should be asking you to give them money instead of you asking for money. And you will get the job of your dreams, the life of your dreams, only if what happens? Only if you take responsibility, you take the exams, you pass the exams, you get your publications, you start your career, and you are set. All the hard work that you did is paid off. So it's just a matter of hard work for few more months and you are there. Just few more months. Happiness for the rest of your life. Just few more months of discipline and hard work. Set a schedule, set a particular time, set a desk, a table, a chair, and do not move from that table, from that chair, until you complete your daily homework of your research training. So we will give you some homework each week. Just do it. Decide a time that Monday or Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or from XYZ time, I will sit quiet in my room on a dining table or on a desk or whatever. You need to sit like erect in this position, not on a couch or a sofa. You need to sit erect with a table. And not even that. This position is even wrong for writing a paper. This position is the good position to write a paper. The position I am sitting right now, open chested, with my hands on the desk, with the computer, that's the position to write a research paper. You have to be uncomfortable. Remember, if you want comfort, you will end up getting pain in the future of regret, of not getting matched, of not getting a publication. But if you can get this physical pain of sitting erect with a discipline, if you do that, you will be able to write a paper. And you need quiet place where nobody can bother you. You don't need any family noise and voice. Do you have a quiet room where you can write your paper? That's a very important thing. A quiet place to study or to write a paper. If you don't have a quiet place, go to a library. Libraries are open again after COVID. So go to a library. Sit at a distance from everyone if you are still scared of COVID. Yes, and I recommend it. Sit at a distance. But go to a library where nobody can bother you. That's how you write a paper. That's how you work on your paper. Sit erect on a desk with your laptop and with internet connection and stay focused. Don't talk to anyone for a few hours. They are your dedicated hours for your research paper. If you cannot give 100% attention to your paper will be of low quality. People who give 100% attention to their paper, they turn out to be the amazing published authors produced by this training program. So what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Sit erect, sit on a desk, stay focused, 100% focused towards your goal, towards your achievement, towards your paper. No other thought should come to your mind besides your career. For at least 5.5 months, I'm telling you the greatest secret in the world. No other thought should come to your mind besides your besides your research project and your residency. You don't have time to watch sports. Football, soccer World Cup is coming. You don't have time to watch it. Unfortunately, you don't have time. You don't have time to watch movies. You don't have time to watch Netflix. Guys, Netflix movies that are coming, they will be there even after 6 months. Once you get your interviews, you can watch Netflix all the time. You can do that. But right now, for at least 6 months, you cannot afford to do anything else other than your studies, other than your paper. No other thought. I'm telling you the greatest secret of finishing a paper. Take absolute responsibility of your paper that no matter what happens, I will finish this paper. Do or die, I will finish this paper. Do or die, I'll finish this paper because this paper is going to give me the number of interviews. And remember, the first author paper actually is the most powerful paper that will give you the most number of interviews. First author paper. So you say, I'll take absolute responsibility. I will complete my paper. I'll finish it. I'll publish it. No matter what happens. Either I succeed or I perish. Either I succeed, either I publish my paper, or I just, it's a matter of life and death for me. That should be your attitude. It's a matter of life and death. Success is a matter of life and death for you. That should be the attitude. And then you play all out attack with everything you have. Give every single energy particle that you have in your brain, the neuro chemicals that you have in your brain, whatever you have, whatever energy you have, give the last drop of your blood until you match. Don't do anything else except improving your CV, except keep writing and writing and writing and publishing papers and making your CV better and better and better and practicing interviews. These are the only three things you should be doing the whole day. No other thing. Working on your paper, getting your exams done if you haven't, and preparing for the interviews. Some people say, oh, I'm preparing for interview. What if I don't get interviews? It's like saying that, oh, what if I don't reach the finals? You still need to practice. And only that person who practices every day for the interviews will actually start getting interviews. That's a law of attraction. You will start getting interviews because you start to believe that this can happen. And if you have this kind of attitude, that you 100% give attention to your publication, your interviews, and your exams, how on earth can you not get interviews? And how is this possible that you will not pass the interviews? So, will you promise me today that no other thought should come to your mind except your career for at least 5.5 months until September 15th? No movies, no parties, no picnics, no friends gathering, no sports. Guys, no sports. Girls, no movies. I'm not asking you to stop them for the rest of your life. Until you achieve your goal. September 15th. Do everything after September 15th. Soccer, football, FIFA World Cup is not going to give you residency. That's the most important thing in your life. I hate this season of the FIFA World Cup because the match is coming, and I know the guys, I know the doctor guys. They love soccer, they love football, and they will be distracted. And now it's your test. The one who will not be distracted, who will not be watching Soccer World Cup, and will just be focused on his publications, will just be focused on improving his CV, will just be focused on his career, will match. The one who will give in to the temptation of watching sports, watching movies, going to concerts, will not match. Many of the students who are enrolled in our course are actually preparing for step 2 or step 1 right now. And these are the people who understand and take responsibility. Guys, last year was one of the best years for our students, match wise. So many students match, so many students match, and surgery students, were 90% students who were from, who 90% students who are applying for surgery matched. Only 10% did not. Surgery. So what we understood over the years now, that if anyone is applying for surgery, the match of surgery is highly dependent upon the number of publications. More than any other residency match, I think surgery, general surgery, is highly dependent on the number of publications. Although actually publication is needed for every specialty, but I'm saying, let's say you have messed up in this course, in any of the exams, your publications can cover it, and you can still match in surgery. And same goes for pathology. Internal medicine students, please make sure you still get 250 to 240. 250 to 240, a minimum 5 publications, not less than 5 by September 15th, because the top candidates will be coming with 4 publications on average. You got to have 5 minimum. 240 to 250 scores. Now, what if your scores are low? Double the publications. Double the publications. These are the things I'm telling you guys. Publication is a decisive factor. And of course, the clinical experience. At the same time, can you enroll in telerotation? I know so many people saying telerotation is not worth it. Ignore these people. They don't know success. My whole life is spent studying success. Telerotations will also be counted. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever you can to improve your CV. Pathology match, write a paper on pathology, as many papers as possible, 4, 5, 6 papers. If you can get 10 plus papers, even your low scores will be controlled and you can still match. Pathology is possible. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, that how do you study for the publication for your paper, for how do you write your paper? Please, please, please give 100% attention to your paper, 100% attention to your match, 100% focus to your match and your publication. If you are thinking about anything else, you will not achieve your goal. I wish everyone understands this. The thing we focus on grows. It's a law of focus. So if you focus on your publication, it has to be published. It has to be manifested into reality. If you focus on your interviews, it has to be successful. Law of manifestation, law of focus, and the phenomena of manifestation. It has to be manifested. Neurology match, publications and clinical experience in neurology. How much US clinical experience you have in neurology? Pathology candidates can make it without enough clinical experience and having more and more publications. But neurology candidates and psychiatry candidates without US clinical experience, very difficult. Okay, now I'm coming to the questions. Introduction section. Tips regarding introduction section. Remember, start with a quotation. Make it interesting, to make it attractive. Start with a quotation, introduction section, and the first paragraph start with the statistics, some numbers. How many people are affected with this disease all around the world or in the US? How many people are affected by this disease, or how many people have this kind of side effect? XYZ, numbers, statistics. Start with the numbers and statistics, a quotation, a number and statistics. And if you can add a story, that will make your introduction section really, really amazing. That's the first paragraph of your introduction section that you are supposed to do. Now, what else? Can you bring some tables and figures in introduction? This is non-traditional, non-conventional way. People don't have tables and figures in introduction section. It is non-conventional. But I would say, if you want to make it attractive, go do it. Bring a table and one figure, at least, in your introduction section. Many people will say, what is he saying? Is he crazy? No, I'm telling you with experience. Your paper will look more attractive, will look beautiful, will look pretty. Do it. And the presentation of your paper counts. Presentation of your paper counts. It shows how focused you were towards your paper. If you're not fully focused, the reviewers will see it. The journal will see it and they reject it, and people say, "Oh, my paper was rejected," because you were not focused. You did not pay full attention to your paper. You were worried about different things. You were worried about different issues, sports, games, movies, romance, so many things that you were getting distracted. You are more focused on your relationship right now than your career. Remember, it should be the other way around. You focus more on your career, relationships will automatically be in your control. Give time to your partner after September. Tell your fiance. So many of you are engaged, I know. Tell your fiance, tell your girlfriend, boyfriend that please do this sacrifice. I'll give you enough time after September 15th. Right now, I have to be strictly disciplined. Let me give you an example, guys. Has anyone watched the movie Kickboxer? Have you seen his training? Have you seen the training he goes through? He was not allowed to meet with anyone. Nobody visited him. He, for 6 or 7 months, how many months they trained him? So he was not meeting with anyone. Why? Because of the single mindedness. If you don't have single mindedness, you're meeting with people when your goal has not been achieved. Right now, you should be isolated. You shouldn't be meeting with anyone. You shouldn't be going to any place, any party. You shouldn't be receiving phone calls. You shouldn't be on WhatsApp with your friends. WhatsApp should only be used for your research projects and publication for the CIBNP training. But you should stay away from it. Maybe change the cell phone. You need to learn to say no. The problem is you don't learn to say no. And that's why you invite distraction. You feel that what people will think if I say no to them. Trust me, guys, say it politely that I am studying right now. I need your help. I will not be able to meet with you or see you until September 15. Would you please help me? I need your help. If they are sincere people in your life, they will leave you alone and they will understand this. Okay, now coming to the introduction section, how many references do you have in introduction? There's no limit. There's no upper limit, lower limit, but I recommend minimum 8, maximum 15. Minimum 8, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maximum 15. Not 50, 15, 1 5. This is the number of references you should have in your introduction section. One table, one figure, if you want to bring it, that will make your introduction section very, very attractive. And always dedicate a paragraph for explaining what is the problem and what is the research question. What is the research question? And your research question and your research topic, remember, the most important thing is the topic. And how do you select topic? By choosing what you love the most. By choosing what you love the most. What specialty do you love the most? And on the app, we have given you a video number 30 and 31 for topic selection. Do watch those videos so you understand how topic selection is done. Now, who is all pumped up after listening to me today? Who has made a promise to himself or herself that I will not engage in any other distraction? I'll just focus on my success. Only 3 or 4 things that I'll be doing the whole day: my publication, my exam if not done, and things to improve my CV and interview preparation. And we discussed the things to improve your CV. Remember last week? Things to improve your CV. Let's see how focused you are and you spend all of your day doing nothing else but these 4 things. No Facebook. Facebook only used for going to the USMLE groups and seeing what people are saying about the exam lately, what people are saying for residency these days, any new information, anything about OET, any new information, any new material. So just Facebook groups is the only thing that you can watch Facebook for. You can, I mean, if you want to use Facebook, use it only for this purpose. If you do it for any other purpose, I'm telling you, you are reducing your chances of matching. I wish somebody told me this when I was very, very young. The concept of single-mindedness. I learned this too late in my life. I wish I knew that when I was 10-year old. I would have done wonders today. I didn't know that you cannot do other things other than your goal. I wanted to do sports, I wanted to play sports, and I wanted to play video game, and I wanted to study and achieve my goal. That's not possible. When you have a deadline, you have few months left, nothing else but your goal. Nothing else. Because you're already wasting a lot of time in eating, in taking a shower, making your bed, cleaning your home. This itself takes a lot of time. So you don't have time to watch politics, what's going on in US politics, in Ukraine and Russia. You don't have time. You're worried about people being killed in the war. I understand that, and this is very sad, but your life is also at risk. How are you going to survive? How are you going to live? How are you going to feed your family if you don't match? Focus on your goal, focus on your life, focus on your career, focus on your future. Take your paper seriously, take it seriously, take your paper as the single most important thing that will give you the interview calls. I wish you really, really understand what I'm saying and take it seriously. Life is given only once, guys. You don't get you don't get another life to achieve your goals. You only have one chance. And some of you cannot afford to apply again and again for residency match. So you need to understand that it is a matter, it is a serious issue. You have to be serious about match. No joking around. Life does not give success to jokers. Life gives success to serious people. So be serious about your life. Be serious about your career. Be focused, 100% focused. Okay, other questions. In PubMed, I got strong 15 articles. Very good. And do you know the snowballing technique? Open each of these 15 articles and go in their reference section and see how many great papers you can find. How many great papers you can find. Okay, now Ahmed Habal has a question. Do I have to contact the editor if I use tables and figures from his or her research, noting that I'm not copying them as it is? That's a very good question. So ideally, the best approach is always contact the author who actually had made that table or figure and still seek permission. And if you get permission, that's wonderful. And you can use the same figure if you get the permission. And you can also modify it, but you still mention that modified from XYZ paper. Now, if you don't get permission, let's say they don't reply or you did not get answer from them, then try to draw your own table and figure, get inspiration from their photo and their diagram, but you still acknowledge that modified from XYZ paper. You still acknowledge them even if you do not find them and they did not reply to your request of permission. And if you are planning to modify it already, you still ask for permission. Always, always, always ask permission. If you get it, wonderful, then you can use the exact same figure or you can change it a little bit. If you change it, mention modified from XYZ paper with permission. And tell them, this I want to do. Can I modify it a little bit? They will appreciate it. People appreciate it. Or use it with permission. XYZ paper, use it with permission. In the bracket, you can write it down. And if you could not get hold of them, then you don't say use it with permission, but you say modified from XYZ papers diagram. Okay, very good. You are discussing your papers. That's very good. What days are the live student discussion session? As I told you, it will be decided by you guys, your group in charge, your group leader. I have a question. Anna has a question. In Google Scholar, I found 1440 citations. Will I need to screen all of these articles like titles plus abstracts? Now the question is it possible? In 2 months, do you have time? No. So what do? I always tell the students only for Google Scholar, rely on first 10 pages. That's it. Only on Google Scholar. Use this approach because Google Scholar is humongous. And you have a deadline. You have to finish your paper in how many days? 50 to 60 days. You don't have time. I hope I'm clear about this. Everyone understands this? When I try to access the app, it keeps saying I don't have. Yes, just wait. You will get the access. You will get the email. Don't worry about it. How can we watch the video in laptop, not in cell phone? I don't know. Just go to the website and see if you can do that. Couldn't log in the app. Okay, now you understand. And I think I have answered Sonu. I have answered your question as well. You will get the access. Don't worry about it. I still don't have the access. Okay, you will get the access. Now, another question: the databases you mentioned, where do I access them? I only know PubMed, Cochrane, Up to Date, and Dynamed. Science Direct. Science Direct is a very good indexing, very good website where you can find so many papers free. But getting full free papers are not always possible because they're only limited databases. So do one thing: go on Google and type the list of free electronic databases and check the articles, and you will get the names of some electronic databases that are free. And the Wikipedia article, there's a Wikipedia article on the electronic databases, and they mention and they tell you in health and biology which ones are free. Health, biology, medicine, which ones are free. That means you will have full papers available for free rather than using the websites, the unethical websites. Don't download the papers from unethical websites. Remember, none of my students will do anything unethical. Be 100% honest, be 100% open, be 100% a person of integrity and honesty. No unethical thing. See how peaceful you will feel. What a peace of mind you will have, the happiness, the satisfaction. No fear in life. If you haven't done anything wrong, there's no fear in life. Life is a heaven. If you don't lie, you don't deceive, you don't do anything unethical, immoral, life is a heaven, and you feel so good and you feel the pleasure of life if you don't have anything to hide. Be 100% honest, please. During the interviews, residency interviews, be 100% honest. Don't lie on your CV. Don't lie. The moment you lie or exaggerate on your CV, you feel fear in your heart. Don't do that. Don't give your power away to somebody else. The moment you lie, you give your power away. If you don't lie, you have the power. Nobody can nobody can harm you. Nobody can do anything. People will be highly impressed and appreciate the honesty that you have. Okay, any other question? We are eager to start. Okay, thank you. Okay, any other questions? How much time does it take for an average publication? Okay, so you complete your paper in 7 weeks. Yes, you can do that. That's why this training is of 2 months. And after training, if you choose fast publishing route, you can publish your paper in 30 to 40 days. So total process is 3 months. Starting today, total process is 3 months. You can get a publication through fast publication, and there will be extra fee of fast publication. Now, if you choose regular paper journals, They will take like 3 months to 6 months. So anyone who is applying this year, I highly recommend go with fast publication. Those who are applying next year, no need to go with fast publication. I believe we are all committed. That's why we are registered for this course. I believe that so. I believe that too. And by the way, what you have said, your actions will prove it. When I will see your paper, guys, when I see papers of the students, I can tell right away if this person was an irresponsible person or was it a responsible person. By just looking at your paper, guys, I have seen so many papers in my life, thousands and thousands. See how many people I have taught research, thousands of people, right? And how many papers I would have seen in my life. So just imagine, just count it. There's no number. So when I see a paper by a student, I can tell right away if that person was a responsible student or an irresponsible person. And by just looking at your paper, I can tell you if you match or not. So when you send your paper to me to look at it, to comment, I will be able to easily understand how responsible you are. So take absolute responsibility of your paper. Write the best paper you can, best paper of your life. And how do you write the best paper? If you haven't seen other people's papers, start using other people's papers as template. That okay, they have these many headings, I will have these many headings. The introduction has 3 4 paragraphs, I will have 4 paragraphs, 5 paragraphs, same paragraphs. They have these many headings in their paper, I will have these many headings in the paper. Their method section is this long, my method section will be this long. The result section is this long, my result section will be this long. And see the papers published by New England Journal of Medicine or the Cancer Journal for Clinicians or Lancet, JAMA, the topmost journals in the world. Look at their full published papers. They're available for free sometimes. Many of the papers are freely available by the best journals. Look at their full papers. They are available. You will find some papers somehow online easily. Just use it as a template and you say, okay, this is how my paper will look like when it will be published. So if you have a template in front of you, you will be able to produce a wonderful paper. So that's how a responsible person works. That's how a responsible person works. Okay. Okay, so Mazin said World Cup this year will be in November. Oh, very good. That's very good, relieving news for me. That this means my students will not be distracted. That's such a peace of mind to hear that the World Cup soccer is in November. Okay. And tips for family medicine, number of publications, and the US clinical experience. And I told you so many strategies in the last session. I'll share my video with you guys again. That what if you don't match? So that you will learn so many things from that. Do you have any course of how to write grants? Not yet. I'm asking very advanced question right now, but just wondering. This is a good idea. I think I'll do that someday. Thank you for answering my question. Anyone's question not answered yet? How to get tele rotations? Contact me. I can get you into some tele rotations. Okay. And how do we get access to articles that are paid and we have to read for literature review? I told you there are free databases. PubMed is free. You will find so many free papers. PubMed Central actually is the free one. You will find all the full papers. Science Direct is the free one. You will find all the papers. And can I have your email address? Yes, you have my WhatsApp number. Just send me there. And yes, I'll share my email address. That's my full name at Hotmail. Okay, so that I can send my paper. I have finished my Prisma research. And is this possible to finish in June? Absolutely. You have plenty of time. If you give full focus, full attention to your paper, how on earth you will not be able to finish it? So take it seriously. Take it. Take it seriously. So I think today was a very powerful session. I think this will help you guys and this will keep you on your toes. And you guys will promise and resolve the promise resolve to finish your paper in 7 weeks with a deadline and take responsibility of your paper. Remember, the chances of your publication are directly related to the responsibility you take in your life, in your career. Irresponsible person blame others. Responsible person blames himself and takes responsibility. Remember, the biggest failure is if you ask him why you failed. Oh, because the course was really pathetic. Oh, USMLE exam, the computer messed up. The exam, the USMLE organization, they are very unjust. Oh, they are racist. Oh, they are this, they are that. This is how irresponsible person talks. They always blame somebody. They never see that the problem is here. If you understand that the problem is here, your whole life will change. My whole life changed when I understood that I was the problem. I was looking at the problem outside. I was blaming everyone else in my life. I was blaming the government. I was blaming the economy. I was blaming everyone in my life. I was blaming everyone for my results in my life. And I did not have enough results to show. And I was embarrassed of those results. So it's very difficult to accept that, oh, I messed up. But when I learned the lesson of responsibility, I said, yes, I messed up. And the moment I accepted this, the whole life changed. My shoulders became so relaxed because I was holding so much of load of denial that the problem is outside. The problem was with me. And when I accepted that, yes, problem is with me, I have messed up, and I now take responsibility that whatever happened, all the failures, I am responsible. We all have some stress in our lives, some negative people in our life. First of all, stay away from negative people. If you're not staying away from negative people, you are responsible. So don't blame that negative person. Don't say, oh, my father was abusive, oh, my mother was abusive, oh, my brother has a drug addiction problem, or my XYZ has this problem. Don't don't blame Netflix. You play Netflix. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame anyone. If you have some problem in your family, don't blame that person who is creating problem. Blame yourself that you are spending more time with them. Why? Who has asked you to? Who has made it mandatory for you to sit with that person and spend time rather than focusing on your work? You are destroying your life. You are responsible. Remember, things happen to all of us. Do you think I had everything perfect in my relatives, in the people I knew? No. Everyone has crazy people in their lives. We all have crazy people in our lives. So what I did, I stopped spending time with those crazy people because I knew I am responsible. If this crazy person affects my life, who is responsible? I am responsible that I let him affect my life. So don't spend time with that person. Spend as lesser time as possible with a negative person. If that person lives in your home and you cannot get rid of that person, let's say he is a close blood relative, unfortunately, you cannot get away from that person. Try to spend as less time as possible with that person and focus on your goal. If that doesn't work out and this person still doesn't let you study, let you focus, then you have to move out. You have no other option. So take absolute responsibility. It needs courage to take decision like this. Okay, and remember, whatever happens to happen, it happens to all of us. It's what we do about it that makes a difference. Successful people are who do something about it. Unsuccessful people are who let their life affected by this negativity. We all have negative people around in our neighborhood, in our family circle, in our close relatives, in our blood relatives. Sometimes we all have negative people. Some people have abusive fathers. Some people have abusive mothers. Some people have abusive siblings. Some people have abusive wife, abusive husband. This happens. This is a reality. So how do you go about that? Remember, you are letting them do that to you. You are responsible. Spend lesser time with that person. Stop that abuse. Stop that person. That you are not allowed to destroy my peace of mind, and move out. Spend lesser time with that person. And remember, whatever somebody says to you, if you are affected, you are responsible because you are reactive person. You are a reactive person, not a proactive person. A proactive person takes responsibility of his thoughts and feelings. If somebody says something negative to you, you say, who cares? I refuse to accept what you have said about me. That's not my reality. And I don't care what you say. Just say, get lost and see how good you will feel about yourself. And then you can focus on your work. But you have learned this victim mindset that, oh, I am poor victim. Everyone is against me. Oh, they have said something about me. Oh, they said something about me. Oh, this XYZ relative said something bad about me. Oh my God, he said something about me. You know how you should react? Hey, get lost. I don't want this person in my life. Get lost. Get out. Let me focus on my work. And let your success be the best revenge. If you're hurt, if you're emotionally hurt, mentally hurt, you have been abused mentally, physically, in any way, if your life has been affected, use that pain towards your success, because your success is the biggest revenge. And thank you for today. I hope you guys will use today's lesson to do something for your career and complete your papers. And if you have any question, you have my number. We'll meet again very soon in another session. Thank you. Have a good day. And if you have any question, you have my number, right? And I have the WhatsApp. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.